Pete Matthews Coliseum on this Saturday afternoon in Jacksonville, Alabama. The Gamecocks women's basketball squad playing host to the preseason pick to finish second in the league, Western Kentucky. We've got a nice crowd. We got hardcore out here with us, and we're looking forward to a big one here in Calhoun County. Jacksonville State fresh off their first ever Conference USA victory, knocking off Liberty in dominant fashion, 78-63 on Wednesday, and back at home this weekend to take on the perfect Western Kentucky Lady Toppers. WKU 2-0 in conference play, won a tight one against Liberty last weekend, and then scored a 16-point win against Sam Houston, that is, earlier this week before making the trek down here to the Yellowhammer State for both teams' third Conference USA test of the season. Western Kentucky on the year 11-6, some big wins in non-conference play. They are a quality squad year in and year out, and nothing has changed this year. You look at a tall, athletic team coached by sixth year head coach Greg Collins, who's won 97 games in his time in Bowling Green. For Jacksonville State, they're led by 11th year head coach Rick Petrie. Picked up win number 165 earlier this week in Jacksonville, his career win number 385. This is a team that he's got some history with. When he was head coach of South Alabama, these Lady Toppers were the big dog in the Sun Belt Conference. He played them a total of 24 times, won just 8 of those matchups. Won quite a few at home, but for the first time ever, Western making the trip down to Jacksonville, Alabama. And we'll see if the Gamecocks can stay red hot here at the peak. They come in with a 5-1 mark. For Jack State, again, they'll be without the senior forward, Kiera Griffin, but for Western Kentucky, they won't be at full health either, as one of their top playmakers, Acacia Hayes, who's their leading scorer, the sophomore from Murfreesboro, will not be in the starting lineup, and she will not play today, was the word that we received, that she is battling an illness, and I'm not even sure if she made the trip. So one of the best playmakers in the league will not see the court here at Bill Jones Court on this afternoon, and Jacksonville State is A-OK with that. Gamecocks trying to make it 2 wins in a row, would tie their longest win streak of the season if they could do so, and would get them 1 game closer to 500 on the year and officially over 500 in league play. About to have the announcement of the starting lineups. Mentioned this is the first ever meeting between the Gamecocks and the Lady Toppers. Jacksonville State coming off that big win on Wednesday against Liberty. It was a 78-63 victory over the Flames, and due in large part to Jasmine Spencer's heroics in the second half. She finished with a game-high 22 points, 17 of those coming in the fourth quarter, and then Brianna Rhodes, the junior forward from Montgomery, added 18 points in the win. Jack State defense was smothering once more. They held the Flames to 36.5% from the field and just 1 of 18 on long-range attempts, despite Liberty having one of the best three-point specialists in the nation in Emma Hess. She was just 2 of 16 from the field. As you can hear, the PA announcer, Patrick Williams, relaying the starting lineup to those here at the Pete, and it looks a bit like this for Western Kentucky. Destiny Sallery, who has come on strong over the last 6 games for Western Kentucky, will be in the starting lineup, averaging 14.5 points and nearly 4 rebounds per game. She will try to fill the hole that has left that void without Hayes in this matchup. Alexis Meade, the next starter out, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game this year. Teresa Faustino after her, a tall guard in the starting lineup. Karis Allen follows, who has averaged right around 6 points and 5 rebounds a contest. And then finally, the only forward in their starting lineup, Odeth Betancourt. Got the scouting report from Western Kentucky from head coach Rick Petrie earlier this week. He said, look, they are a fast, athletic team. They play smothering defense just like us. Expect an all-out battle in this big-time conference showdown. Western Kentucky coached by 6th year head coach Greg Collins, 1st year associate head coach Todd Buchanan, 3rd year assistant coach Ivy Woodcock, and 2nd year assistant Tamika Johnson. And the hype video finishes up here at the Pete, and we get ready for the starting lineup. It'll be the same starting 5 that we saw on Wednesday against Liberty. Jazz Spencer getting the start after going off for 22 points against Liberty. Brianna Rhodes is the next player out. Rhodes tops on the team with 9 points per game and 66 total rebounds. We'll also see Crystal Ison, who's had a few down performances on the offensive end, trying to turn that around today. Madison McCoy scored in double figures for the second time on the year versus Liberty, and getting the start once again today. And then finally, the local products from down the road in Heflin, the 5'11" sophomore Brooklyn McDaniel rounding out the starting lineup for Jacksonville State. Gamecocks coached by 11th year head coach Rick Petrie, 11th year assistant Eric Wise, first year assistants Destiny Thomas and Kayvon Towns, first year director of basketball ops Harley Cook, and graduate assistant Preston Odom. Jacksonville State once again wearing their home white unis, and hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's the stacked Jack State logo in red letters with black trim around the letters, red stripes down the side. Western Kentucky in their traditional red unis, Western on top of the number, Kentucky under the number. And believe that is white, either white or a light shade of gray, black around the letters and numbers. They've got black and white stripes down the side. Bettencourt versus Rhodes for the opening tip, and it's won by Bettencourt and the Hilltoppers. It goes to Alexis Mead, and they work quickly, taking the ball right to left here at the Pete. A handoff to Karis Allen, long three off the back of the rim, and rebounded by Crystal Ison. Ison races across half court, goes inside, and it's tipped and stolen. Bettencourt got a hand on it, was looking for Brianna Rhodes that time. Mead back with it, screen set, three ball off to the left and tipped out of bounds by Western Kentucky. Karis Allen trying to reel in that rebound. Got a piece of it as Brooklyn McDaniel was trying to haul it in. And it will be Gamecock basketball. WKU pressing just slightly as they'll let Jasmine Spencer break the timeline. Number 14, that's Teresa Faustino, step for step with her. They work it to the left wing, hand it off to Madison McCoy, looping inside the paint. McCoy goes back to the left, stops at the elbow, passes to the wing, an open three for Jazz. Too much on it. Offensive board for Rhodes, pass back out to Ison. Crystal has it swiped at, kicks it in the corner to Brooklyn McDaniel. McDaniel takes it to the wing, open three off the glass, goes right to Madison McCoy and tipped out of her hands, stolen by Western Kentucky. Down the floor they go quickly to Destiny Salary. She's got it in the corner, working against McDaniel. Takes it into the lane and passes back out to Faustino on the left wing. A minute 15 in, no points, and Faustino has it knocked away. Ball on the floor, and that'll be a jump ball to give it to Jack State. We saw the offense on Wednesday for Jazz Spencer. That time we're seeing the defense from the feisty junior out of Bartow, Florida. Got a hand on it. Crystal Ison was able to get tied up with the ball and force a jump ball to give it to the Gamecocks. Gamecocks going left to right, and Jasmine loses it. Ripped away by Faustino. 2-on-1. The pass to Mead, and the layup rolls in. Alexis Mead asking for a foul at the end of the shot on Madison McCoy. Doesn't get it. It's 2-0 Western Kentucky. A minute 40 into this one. Madison McCoy gets a pass at the charity stripe, drives down low, and her shot is blocked. Recovered by Western, and a reaching in foul will be called against McCoy. Couple of costly turnovers for the Gamecocks, one resulting in points. And it's 2-0 Western Kentucky as they get the ball back. One game has gone final, by the way, in Conference USA action today. Liberty, who Jack State beat earlier this week, heads back home, and they beat Louisiana Tech 66-59. The Gamecocks will see La Tech next weekend in Ruston. Alexis Mead brings it up the floor once again for Western. Gets around one defender. Awkward jumper at the line, no good. And yanked down by Rhodes. Brianna feeds to Spencer. They're kind of letting the offense run through her. Jumper at the elbows, well off the mark. And the rebound is lost out of bounds by Jacksonville State. Brooklyn McDaniel battling down at the baseline, trying to get a grab on that one. Not able to. 7:50 to go in the first quarter. Jacksonville State trailing Western Kentucky 2-0. This is Destiny Salary, long two, got it. Able to drain that mid-range jumper And it's a 2-possession lead for Western Kentucky, 4-0. Gamecocks looking to respond. Again, this man press. As Jasmine Spencer breaks it up past half court. Goes to the left side, looping in. Tries a floater that's way too hard and way off the mark. Over to the Lady Toppers. Destiny Salary drives, makes the shot off the glass, and they'll call it a blocking foul. A chance for a 3-point play, and quickly it's 6-0. Count the basket for Destiny Salary, the senior guard out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Started her college career at Tennessee, transferred to Ole Miss, and now to Western Kentucky. And the 6-foot, super athletic guard heads to the line with Hardcore getting their first chance to make some noise. And they might have affected that free throw. It's off the rim. They pass ahead to Elsie Harris, who just checked in for Spencer. Elsie kicks outside to McCoy, now to Rhodes, mid-range jump shot, banks it in off the backboard. Brianna Rhodes, 18 points and 3 rebounds in that Conference USA win earlier this week, looking for another big game today. 3-ball for Destiny Salary, clangs off the back of the rim. Pulled down by Crystal Ison, now she's double teamed. She'll bring it up the near side. There's Meade and Faustino, passes ahead to Elsie Harris, now in the corner to Crystal. The junior from Tacoma takes it down low, kicks back outside, a 3 for McDaniel, just a bit short, and rebounded by Western Kentucky. That was number 32, Karis Allen with the board. Down the floor on the opposite end, this is Faustino who's got it on the right wing. Elsie Harris holding her hands extended in front of her. Trying to get some room, they set a screen, pass over to Betancourt. Jumpers off the backboard that time. Madison McCoy gets the rebound, and they call a quick jump ball. One of the quickest jump balls you'll ever see, and that'll keep it with Western Kentucky. It looked like Madison McCoy was starting to come away with it. And Hardcore letting them hear it. 6:09 left in the first. Jack State trails Western Kentucky 6-2 in what has been a tight defensive battle so far. Two teams a combined 4 for 15 from the field. Goes in quickly to Faustino, battling down low, layup no good, and out of bounds off of Western. Good defense by Elsie Harris, some contact, but not enough to warrant the whistle. And McCoy will pass it in for the Gamecocks. It goes into Elsie, the speedster out of Mobile. And she'll walk it just in front of the Gamecock bench and pass ahead past half court to Brooklyn McDaniel. Back over to Harris, the point guard for Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Almost stolen by Faustino. She'll go the opposite side. Takes it down low, passes off to Rhodes, drives in, layup, rolls in. Another bucket for Bree Rhodes. She's 2 for 2 so far, and it's 6-4. Now Elsie applying some pressure on defense. Faustino has it ripped away, try to lay up, and it's blocked out of bounds. Bree Rhodes on the defensive side this time. A player that has really taken a big step forward this season. The layup on one end, the rejection on the opposite side of the floor. They go in quickly, Destiny Salary, and the runner is good. It's 8-4, Western back up by 4. Brooklyn McDaniel, the sophomore from Cleburne County High School, passes ahead to Elsie Harris, splits the defense, but not enough on the layup. You gotta hit it. Had an open look, and Western will get it back. Down the floor they go to Salary, long 2, too much on it. Pulled down by Madison McCoy. She'll underhand toss to Harris, who takes it up. Back over to Madison at the top of the key, drives in, kicks it in the corner to McDaniel. She'll attack. Layup is good, count the basket. And a big foul on Destiny Salary. A chance to make it a 1-point play as BMAC heads to the charity stripe when we come back here on the Gamecock Sports Network. 4:56 to go in the first. Western Kentucky 8, Jacksonville State 6. Back with you here at Pete Matthews Coliseum in Jacksonville. I'm Logan Maddox with you on the Gamecocks Sports Network. It's Western Kentucky 8 and Jacksonville State 6 as we come back to play from the media timeout here in the first quarter. 4:56 to go in the opening period, and a chance to make it a one-point game as Brooklyn McDaniel heads to the free throw line. Sophomore forward is 13 of 22, which is 59% from the line this season. Earning her 15th start of the year. One of just 2 players to start all 15 contests this season.
Brooklyn McDaniel, she's at the line for 1.
The Heflin native puts it up and sinks it. It's 8-7. Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky, first meeting of 2 this season between these 2 squads. The Gamecocks will make the trip up to Bowling Green on February 10th for the other matchup. Alexis Mead has got it for Western Kentucky. Almost loses her footing at the wing. Shot to pass it away. This is Aaliyah Pitts who's checked in, and she'll hand it off to Destiny Salary. Salary, an impressive scorer, 25 points in one of her first games of the year against West Virginia State. She'll pass on the wing. Faustino, 3 ball is way off the mark, and a foul going for the rebound on the Hilltoppers. They'll get Odette Betancourt with her first personal. One of several Division I transfers on this team. Betancourt started at South Florida before making the move to Western Kentucky. Elsie Harris gets around the 2-man press for Western Kentucky, takes it down low, and it's tipped out of bounds by Salary. Rachel Johnson was the intended recipient that time. Johnson continuing to get more and more playing time as she has produced. Pass it in the corner to Eisen, the JUCO transfer. Lobs it to McCoy, top of the key, now left wing to Johnson. Rachel kicks it back outside to Eisen. 10 on the shot clock. Crystal has it ripped, puts up a shot well short, rebounded by Western. Mead comes away with it. Pass down the floor to Destiny Salary. Salary top of the key to Alexis Mead, working against Eisen, and the pass is on the floor. Eisen got a hand on it, and it's picked up by Elsie Harris. Elsie walks it to the right wing. Pass for Bree Rhodes is incomplete, and they call a jump ball on Western Kentucky. Bree Rhodes was yanked to the floor that time by Teresa Faustino. They'll say it was a tripping foul that time on Faustino, not a kicked ball. I don't think it was what Faustino meant to do, but a foul is a foul, and then a moving screen on the opposite side on Rachel Johnson gives it right back to Western. WKU picked up some big wins in non-conference play this year. Went up and beat Vermont, beat Cornell. A couple of traditionally good women's basketball teams. Beat Mercer as Destiny Salary misses a shot to the right side. It goes out of bounds, and it is Jacksonville State basketball. Salary was boxing out that time, so the Gamecocks couldn't get to the ball, but it was off of her. And it was pretty obvious, even from as far away over here, that it was off of her. Red and white get it back, down by 1, 3.5 to go in the first. To Elsie Harris, now on the right wing to Rachel Johnson, drives in, and it's blocked out of bounds by Betancourt. Odette Betancourt, 6'2" senior out of San Cristobal, Venezuela, making her presence felt early on defense. Harris rockets it on the wing to McCoy in the corner. This is Elsie Harris, takes it down low, layup missed, rebound and putback is good. Bree Rhodes is there again, and Jacksonville State takes their first lead of the day. 9-8, 6 of those 9 points coming from Bree. Mead passes outside to Faustino. Harris guarding. They pass back to Betancourt, who was wide open. She missed the layup, and a late foul is called. That is a tough one if you're Jacksonville State. Now you could argue that she missed the shot because of the foul, but if anything, it looked like the foul was well after the shot. Brianna Rhodes will check out. That's just her first personal, but they'll bring in the Anniston High School alum, Asia Barkley. Free throw is up and in from Betancourt. The veteran Lady Topper, 70% free throw shooter And that'll increase as she hits both of them and gives Western the lead back 10-9. Remember, the men's team's in action later today up in Bowling Green, taking on Western Kentucky, part of the mirror schedule for Conference USA this season. Crystal Ison gets it in the right corner, fakes a three, fakes a drive. Now she'll retreat. She's double teamed, pass under the basket to Barkley. Almost lost it. She's in the lane, and that's 3 seconds. Time was winding down. You got to do something with it, and she was unable to. And a glaring stare from head coach Rick Petrie on the sideline at the JUCO transfer Barkley. Gamecock defense trying to hold Western once again here. Faustino working against Harris. No chance on the layup. Rebounded by Barkley. Passes ahead to Harris. Elsey, good pass to Ison, and off the glass, no good. Tried for the right-handed finish on the layup. Didn't get the right angle. Alexis Meade takes it down the floor for Western. Gets around Ison. Good move. Very deceiving. Meade kind of rocks back as if she's going to stop, and then the Moreno Valley, California native races past. Ison puts it in the hoop to make it 12-9. Asia Barkley at the free throw line. She'll spin, kick it to the wing. Three ball from Rachel. Off the rim and rebounded by Western Kentucky. That's number 22, Caitlin Staley, the 6'3" freshman. Faustino passes to Staley, back to Faustino, screen set, open three, got it. And just like that, the Lady Toppers take their biggest lead so far. It's 15-9. First three of this contest for either side. They started 0 for 9. Elsie Harris standing on the near side. The JUCO transfer spins at the wing, lobs it left side to Johnson. In the corner now to McCoy. 10 on the shot clock. Madison drives, passes opposite corner to Harris. Now back to McCoy on the wing. Just 4 on the clock. Harris tries a long two at the horn. It's off the rim and pulled down by a Lady Topper. Once again, that is Aaliyah Pitts, and she has it stolen. Poked away by Barkley over to Elsie. And she throws it right to Destiny Salary, who knocks it out of bounds with 55 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Gamecocks down 15-9 against Western Kentucky. The third CUSA contest of the year for Jackson State. And it goes to Shaquise May. They pass to an open McCoy. Back to May at the top of the key. Her pass back to Barkley was deflected. Asia gets to it. Drives inside. Double teamed in the lane. Euro step and a travel. Got to understand they're going to call it in that situation. And Western Kentucky takes back over, up 15-9 and on a 7-0 scoring run over the last 2 minutes. They got down 9-8. Since then, they've gone to work and have built a 6-point advantage. Destiny Salary fakes a three, drives in, layup rolls in and out. Rebounded by Rachel Johnson. Shot clock goes dark here in the first period. Rachel bounces it to Samaya Steele. Sophomore from Hazel Green, guarded tightly by Meade. Directing traffic behind her. Starts to play with 14 seconds to go, kicks it on the wing. Maddie, a three, got it! Western will just pass it in, dribble out the clock, and that does it for the first period. Madison McCoy cuts it to a 3-point difference with a buzzer-beating tray, and it's 15-12 as we head to the second here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Stay with us. Western Kentucky 15, Jacksonville State 12 as we begin the second period of play here in Jacksonville, Alabama. Gamecocks take over to start the second. Maya Barnes passes it in to Samaya Steele. First time seeing Barnes. She'll get the pass in the corner. JUCO transfer lobs a high pass to the right wing to Steele. Passing around, trying to find an opening. Barnes to a wide open Shaquise May. A three to tie it is off the glass. And a foul against Western Kentucky. No, a foul on Jack State going for the rebound. Maya Barnes called for a push. She actually ended up falling down on the play. Unless it was a push off, I'm not sure what happened. Nevertheless, it's back to WKU and the Lady Toppers. Alexis Mead loops around the defense. Too much on the layup, though. Got to finish that time. It was a good-looking move. Rebounded by Barkley to Samaya Steele. Sets up shop on the right side of the timeline. Left side, this is Rachel Johnson. Drives down low, and she traveled. Trying to stop that time, and looked like she slid and fell into a Lady Topper. I want to go step on that slip knot again. Alexis Mead, product of Martin Luther King High School in California, has got the ball for WKU. Passes to an open Pitts. 3 balls off to the left. Again, a rebound for Asia Barkley. She's been putting in work, crashing the boards. Jack State down by 3 early second quarter. Rachel Johnson hangs on to it in the corner, the graduate student from Eufaula. Back outside to Samaya Steele. 8:45 to go, 10 on the shot clock. She's pressured. Bounces it to Barkley. Asia, time running down, loses the ball at the baseline, puts up a shot and makes it. At the very last moment, she gets the layup off, and it banks in off the backboard, 15-14. First points of the day for Barkley, who's already got 3 of the team's 17 rebounds. And Jack State's going to get it right back. Alexis Mead throws the ball out of bounds. Miscommunication by the Lady Toppers. Destiny Salary ran the wrong route, I suppose. Samaya Steele walks it up past the Gamecock logo at midcourt. Mead on her tight in defense. A bounce pass to Maya Barnes. To the baseline, jumper for Bree Rhodes. Just misses this one. That's not a shot that you'll see Rhodes miss too much. Western comes away with it. Destiny Salary on the other end, and she traveled. Shuffled her feet as she got the pass. Back to the Gamecocks, who are down by 1. 7:57 to play here in the second quarter. Couple of players, something we'll be following throughout the game, could reach a career milestone this afternoon. One of those is Samaya Steele, who's just 2 points shy of 200 career points between Jack State and Alabama State. Brianna Rhodes passes to her on the wing. Samaya takes it into the lanes, got it on the elbow, and it's ripped away, stolen by Salary. This senior guard is something else for Western Kentucky, and this is them without Acacia Hayes. 7.5 to play. Mead spots up long range and drills it. Alexis Mead, her 3rd bucket of the day, the first from long range, and it's 18-14 Western Kentucky. 7:10 to go until halftime. Samaya Steele's got it on the wings of that logo at midcourt. Stands on the left side, pressured by the Lady Toppers. Passes to the open teammate Bree Rhodes, and again just not hitting this mid-range jumper. Rebounded by Alexis Mead. They've got a 3-on-2. Mead passes outside to Salary, left side. Open 3 ball, in and out. Missed that time by 33 Josie Gilvin, and the putback no good by Caitlin Staley. Rhodes comes out of the scuffle with it. Samaya Steele, layup, got it, and a foul. And there's the 200th point of her career. A nice play to get it. Samaya Steele, as she comes up kind of gingerly at the end of the play. And she is trying to walk it off. She's walking back toward the bench before she's going to take these free throws. And now she's heading back to the charity stripe. Hope that she's okay. Gamecocks have already got one player injured in Kiera Griffin. Samaya Steele, 5 of 6 at the line this year. Hasn't had a ton of opportunities. And trying it despite the pain this time around. And she'll sink it. She'll check out immediately after, too. They're going to get her looked at by the trainer, Divine Mathis. But a nice three-point play for Samaya Steele. Cuts the deficit to a point. It's 18-17. Another sub coming in for Western. That's the freshman Mackenzie Chatfield, a New Zealander. Hands it off on the wing to Faustino, who is Portuguese, the transfer from Oregon State. They go down low in the paint. The ball's popping around everywhere. Somehow they come away with it. They give it off to Betancourt. In the corner, another three. This time it's missed again by Gilvin. And Jasmine Spencer, who checked in for the injured Steele, comes away with that board. Chance for Jack State to take the lead right back. It's Madison McCoy driving right side. She'll slow it down. Hold off on the wing. Hand it off to Rachel Johnson. Looked for Brianna Rhodes, and just off her fingertips, stolen by the Lady Toppers. Gilvin doesn't try a three. Instead, she'll pass down low to Betancourt. Betancourt in the lane. Jumper over Rhodes goes in. That was an athletic finish that time by Betancourt. And her and Rhodes kind of jawing coming up the floor, side for side. Or side by side, that is. Jasmine Spencer gets a screen from Rhodes. Passes underhand to Madison McCoy, loops around left side. She'll stop, pass right corner to May, now on the wing to Spencer. Top of the key, this is McCoy. Hand off to Spencer, screen set, three ball, no good. Jasmine didn't really start hitting until the fourth quarter against Liberty. There's still plenty of time here, but Western leads it 20-17. Karis Allen, long two over McCoy, no good. Yanked down by Brianna Rhodes. That's rebound number 5 for Bree, and a foul coming up the floor as Mackenzie Chatfield makes contact with Spencer. Second team foul, first on her, and that takes us to the media timeout in the second. Jacksonville State trails 20-17, 4:53 to go. Jacksonville State basketball out of the timeout, trailing by 3. 4:42 to go until halftime. Shaquise May gets it on the right side. A pass to the left wing. 3 for the tie. In and out from Jasmine Spencer. And rebounded by the Lady Toppers. Mackenzie Chatfield comes away with it, product of Westlake High School. Pass to Betancourt. She'll fake one, instead hand it off and set a screen for Chatfield. They go down low, and Gilvin misses a layup, but is fouled. First against BMAC, second team foul. And Gilvin, who's just 2 of 2 at the line this season, the freshman from Louisville, has her first collegiate miss. It's off the rim. Hard to shoot free throws in this environment when you've never experienced it before. She gets the second. A definite foul on that moving screen against Madison McCoy. That one was easy. Four-point lead for the Lady Toppers, 3:50 to go in the half. Spencer passes on the wing to Brooklyn McDaniel. Screen from Brianna Rhodes, right side to Spencer. Jacksonville State trying to get back to it. They haven't scored in the last nearly 3 minutes of game action. Shaquise May receives a pass on the left wing. Goes opposite corner, 3 for Jazz. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Bree Rhodes. Put back, no. Falls short on the floater. 3:20 left in the first half, and it's still 21-17. Josie Gilvin gives off to Caitlin Staley, and a charge called against her. Kind of used her arm working against Brooklyn McDaniel in the lane. Pushed off of her. And Jacksonville State gets the ball back down by 4. If you're just joining us, this has been a tight battle throughout. The biggest lead was 6 by Western Kentucky. Jack State had an early advantage in this game. And they've stayed right with one of the best teams in all of Power 5, or in all of Group of 5 basketball. And another foul on Western Kentucky's defense for tripping a Gamecock. That's the second time we've seen that in a half. Josie Gilvin tagged with her first personal and the 5th team foul, so free throws coming up for Brooklyn McDaniel. BMAC finished off a 3-point play earlier. She hit 1 of 2 made free throws so far for Jack State. First free throw has too much on it for the sophomore Gamecock. Need all the freebies you can get. The second one from McDaniel. In the air, and it finds Nylon. 21-18, back to a 1-possession game as the freshman Chatfield brings it up for the Lady Toppers. Standing at the left wing, she'll spin away from Jazz Spencer. Drives into the painted area. Back outside to Pitts, top of the key. Still plenty of time, 15 on the shot clock. Over to Gilvin, back to Pitts. At the point, down low they go, a good pass to Staley. Layup is in, working against the much shorter Madison McCoy. Not much that she can do when the pass perfectly leads her to the hoop. Shaquise May gets a pass down on the other end, dribbles around the defense, almost had it stolen. Gives off on the left side to McDaniel. Brooklyn passes to Jazz Spencer. It's now a 5-point lead for Western, 23-18. Just over 2 minutes left in the half. Spencer, 3-ball from the right side off the rim, rebounded by Madison McCoy, and she's shoved to the floor. And no foul is called. They say she's out of bounds. And Petrie is livid at the official who was right in front of that play. It was pretty obvious that she was shoved to the floor, but I digress. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Western got a gift of a possession here. Chatfield gives to Staley down low and out of bounds, Gamecock ball. Minute 46 left in quarter number 2. Jack State 7 of 28 from the field, but they've also held a potent Western Kentucky offense to 9 of 27, which is 33%. Spencer just to the right of the key. Takes it left side now, almost stolen. Jasmine, desperation driving baseline, gives it McDaniel on the right side. Brooklyn, ball on the floor, picks it back up, driving in, she's triple teamed, and the shot clock will go off. It'll be Western ball. She recovered the ball, fell to the floor on it. It was either going to be a jump ball or a shot clock violation, and it'll be a violation against Jack State. Not the best possession that time, and McDaniel checks back out. Brooklyn has 4 points in this game, and like Samaya Steele, she has topped 200 in her career. She needed just 1 today to get to that mark. Crystal Ison guarding Alexis Meade, step back 2, no good. Rebounded by Staley, and she passed it right to Jazz Spencer. 1-on-2, Jasmine's gonna take it herself, layup no good. And lost out of bounds by Brianna Rhodes. It's just been some frustrating possessions here for the Gamecocks, and Spencer checks out for Steele. Jack State has not scored in the last 2 minutes. And timeout taken by WKU. We'll take a look at some of the matchups in conference play today on the women's side. Again, mentioned earlier the win for Liberty over Louisiana Tech. It was 66-59, the final score in Lynchburg. Liberty gets their first ever Conference USA win. Out in El Paso right now, Florida International is putting it on UTEP, 65-53. It's not a blowout, but it could be if the Miners don't get it together on defense. And it's a blowout in Texas. Middle Tennessee all over Sam Houston, 55-31. That is a mid-third quarter score. Several men's games coming your way this evening. Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky is the first matchup. That'll start at 4 p.m. Central Time. It'll be on the CBS Sports Network, so make sure to catch that nationally broadcast game. UTEP and FIU in Miami at 5 o'clock, and also at 5 Central, Middle Tennessee hosting Sam Houston. Jack State down by 5, trying to keep it that way as Faustino drives inside. She'll drive it back out on the wing. A handoff top of the key to Alexis Meade. Ison there in defense. To the right, now Rachel Johnson on her. Going against Johnson, passes to Staley, layup no good, rebounded by Rhodes. Gamecocks have it, and the shot clock is off. A pass ahead to Samaya Steele, left wing, a 3 for Rachel Johnson. No, off the glass, but Ison is there for the putback. Right place, right time for Crystal Ison, 23-20. 7 seconds left. Western's got it. A 3 at the horn for Meade is no good. Rebounded by Rachel. A heave at the horn is almost into the band. And that'll take us to the locker rooms. Jacksonville State in a battle with the Lady Toppers. It's 23-20 here at the break. We'll take a timeout, try to catch our breath, and give you some halftime stats when we come back. Your score at the midway point, Jacksonville State trails Western 23-20. And we're back with you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. It's halftime at the Pete, and Jacksonville State's women trail Western Kentucky 23-20. A back and forth first half coming to a close. It's been a fun one so far. Jacksonville State hanging with one of the best group of 5 teams in the nation in Western Kentucky. We'll start out with the stats for the team on top, which are the visitors from Bowling Green, Western Kentucky. And the leading scorer in this game is Alexis Mead. She's 3 of 8 from the field, 1 made 3-pointer. She's got 7 rebounds, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. She's only committed 2 turnovers as well, and that's not bad at all considering how much she's held on to the ball in this first 20 minutes. Destiny Salary just behind her with 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, but already 2 personal fouls on Salary. Gonna have to keep an eye on that if you're the Lady Toppers in that second half. 4 points for Odith Betancourt. She had 2 rebounds as well to go along with those 2 fouls. Same situation as Salary, trying to avoid foul trouble in the second half. 2 points for the freshman Caitlin Staley, who's been doing a good job inside. She's gotten 4 rebounds and added an assist in the first half as well. And then Josie Gilvin, the freshman who's played 11 minutes, she's got 1 point on a made free throw, adding a couple of assists and 1 steal in the first half. No points for Karis Allen, but she's got 3 rebounds and 1 assist. And no points for Mackenzie Chatfield, but she has tallied 1 steal so far. She's also collected a foul in the opening 20 minutes. For Jacksonville State, it's been a pretty evenly played first half for the Gamecocks on the offensive side of things. The leading scorer is Brianna Rhodes, who's got 6 points and 7 rebounds. Could be on her way to her second double-double of the season if she keeps up at this rate. 1 block as well for the junior out of Carver High School in Montgomery. Brooklyn McDaniel, 4 points in the first half, 2 of those coming on a layup, 2 of them coming on free throws. She also has 1 personal foul in 9 minutes of playing time. 3 points on a made tray by Madison McCoy. She has 4 rebounds to her credit as well, along with 1 assist and 2 turnovers. And a made 3-point play, not a 3-pointer, but a layup and an and 1 after a foul for Samaya Steele to go along with her 1 assist and 1 turnover. A made layup there at the end of the half by Crystal Ison to cut the deficit to where it is, 23-20. She has got 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 turnover. Jasmine Spencer went off on Wednesday. It's been a night to forget so far. She's 0 for 8 from the field and 0 for 5 from three-point land. 1 rebound so far for Jasmine. That's the only way she's gotten onto the stat sheet. Shaquise May, no points, 1 rebound. And for Rachel Johnson, no points, 2 rebounds, and 2 turnovers. Elsie Harris played 6 minutes in the first half. She got a steal. Maya Barnes didn't get anything but a personal foul in just 3 minutes of playing time. And Asia Barkley, can't forget about the junior from Addiston, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and a couple of turnovers in the opening 20 minutes. Jacksonville State trailing 23-20, but out-rebounding Western Kentucky, a much taller Lady Topper team, 25-20. Jack State with 12 turnovers in the first half, just 9 for Western Kentucky. Additionally, second chance points, Jacksonville State with 4, just 2 for the Lady Toppers. Gamecocks with more points from their bench, 5 versus 3 for WKU. Jack State, despite the size difference, doing better in the paint. They've got 12 points in the paint, just 10 for Western Kentucky. The Lady Toppers got the only 2 fast break points of the first half for them. Jacksonville State with 4 fewer assists and 1 fewer steal in the first half, same amount of blocks, 1 for either side. Western Kentucky has led for 18 minutes and 13 seconds. Jacksonville State led for 14 seconds. But it's still anybody's game here at the half. Western Kentucky 23 and Jacksonville State 20. We'll be back with you in about 7 minutes as we start the second half of play here on the Gamecock Sports Network. back with you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Coming back from halftime, it's Western Kentucky 23 and Jacksonville State 20. Still anybody's ball game. The Gamecocks look to upset one of the best teams, one of the most heralded teams year in and year out in Conference USA. It's a Western Kentucky team that made it to the WNIT last season. They lost in the conference title game by 12 to Middle Tennessee. So far, a good showing for the red and white. Both sides still on their benches, getting a talking to from the coaching staff. We have a final in El Paso. FIU's women beat UTEP 83-62. And it's getting even worse in Huntsville, Texas. Middle Tennessee leads Sam Houston 75-40. Western basketball, as we come back to play, it'll be passed in to Alexis Meade, and the Lady Toppers have got it. They go left to right here in the third quarter, and quickly an offensive foul setting up that time. And that is on Karis Allen. First on her and the first team foul here in this second half, and it happens about 7 seconds in. Jasmine Spencer passes top of the key to Madison McCoy. They go right to left, now getting it back to McCoy. After a quick pass to Ison. Crystal drives inside, kicks it in the corner, a three for Jazz. In and out, so close. Rebound goes to Odeth Betancourt. Gamecocks down just one possession here in the third quarter. Looking to get a stop and a score. Betancourt hands it off to Destiny Salary, walking around left end. Salary gets a pass back, a three over McDaniel, no good off the rim, and rebounded by Brianna Rhodes. Rhodes has gotten off to a good start in this game, exactly what you expect from the veteran forward. And Ison's got it now, straight away. Crystal Ison, the JUCO transfer from Tacoma, Washington, passes outside. Brooklyn McDaniel, a three for the tie, no good. And tipped and controlled by the Lady Toppers. Salary races down the floor. She'll set up shop on the wing. They go to the opposite wing to Faustino. She got a little bit of room. She'll drive inside, passes to Betancourt. Mid-range jumper is no good. That one off to the right side. They just can't buy a bucket right now. Gamecocks looking to respond. A three for the tie. Crystal Ison rims out. And the entire Western Kentucky team was down low to get the rebound that time. Meade bringing it up the floor, the 5'5" junior. So fast, she'll drive right in the heart of the defense, then pass it on the wing to Faustino. Betancourt, right wing to Salary. Missed a three narrowly just a moment ago. And it's stolen, plucked away by Brooklyn McDaniel. Somehow she comes away with it. Brooklyn spins in the lane, layup off the glass, falls off the rim. A good look that time for McDaniel, just couldn't hit the shot. Salary's jumper on the other end is buried, and it's 25-20. That is one of the plays that no matter how this game ends up, you're going to be thinking about just how close Jack State has been to turning the tides of this game. Jasmine Spencer goes to the right wing, hands it off to McCoy. Left side now to McDaniel, back to Maddie, straightaway three, just off the rim. Clangs off the iron and pulled down by Betancourt. Now Jack State can't hit a shot. Gamecocks 8 of 35 from the field in this game. Meade in the lane, passes back out to Salary, asking for a screen from Betancourt. She'll get it, gets around McDaniel, jumper off the iron. Madison McCoy leaps up and gets the ball. She'll take it down the center of the floor, and it's stripped away by Salary, and then a quick double dribble against Alexis Meade. Meade arguing the call that time, but it will stand Jacksonville State basketball. Gamecocks will pass it in just to the left of their basket with 6:45 to go here in the third, down by 5. Spencer bounces it in to Rhodes, in the corner to Jazz, now on the wing to Brooklyn. McDaniel crosses over a defender, takes it to the right side. Jumper, nowhere close. Lady Toppers come away with it. Meade down the far sideline. Drives against the heart of the defense again. She'll pass it to a wide open Betancourt. They had Brianna Rhodes lost defensively. Rhodes went to follow Meade. That left Betancourt wide open, and she hits the jump shot. 27-20, 4 unanswered to start the second half for Western Kentucky. Rhodes to Spencer, now to McCoy on the left wing. 6 minutes left in the period. Madison can't hit her jump shot. Tipped and rebounded by Western Kentucky. Destiny Salary layup on the other end, good, and it's a 9-point game. And timeout taken by Petrie. We'll step aside with them as it stretched to immediate timeout. 5:49 to go in the third. It's Western Kentucky 29, Jacksonville State 20. (29-20), Western Kentucky on top as we come back to play out of the third quarter. Media timeout. Gamecocks have not hit a shot here in the second half. Western Kentucky, on the other hand, has gone 3 of 6 from the field, while Jack State has gone 0 for 7. They've added to what was a 3-point lead with a 6-0 run, and Jack State, as they get the ball in, try to turn their tide. Turn around their fortunes here, I should say. Barnes looking for an open teammate on the pass in. She'll find Shaquise May. Ahead to Elsie Harris down the far side. Breaks the timeline, passes ahead to Rachel Johnson. Johnson over to May. Now to Elsie, top of the key three, well short. Barkley can't get the rebound. Western comes away with it. Caught by Destiny Salary. Over to Alexis Meade as they put the foot down on the accelerator, then stop and set up the offense. Faustino drives into the heart of the defense, makes a layup, and a foul called. It's 31-20 and a foul on Barkley.
That's the team's first. Basket was good by Teresa Faustino. She's at the line for one.
Faustino at the line, senior guard out of Oregon State. a native of Portugal. And it's off the back of the rim, pulled down by Maya Barnes. To Elsie Harris, who's pressured, spins away from that pressure. Stops at the elbow. She'll pass out to Barnes. Thought of a three, then thought better of it. Just need a shot to fall. Don't care if it's a 2 or a 3. As this tray is missed by Johnson, rebounded by Shaquise. Over to Barkley. Asia stops at the elbow. Euro step layup is well short. Down the floor, Western Kentucky layup. Faustino no good, and Shaquise gets the rebound. Pressure by Elsie Harris saved that layup being missed. Rachel Johnson drives in, and finally a shot falls. On the 11th shot of the half, Jacksonville State makes a layup, and it's 31-22. Alexis Meade draws a foul working against Asia Barkley. The second on the junior as Brianna Rhodes is set to come in.
That was on number 35, Asia Barkley of Jack State. That's her second.
That takes us to the media timeout. 4:30 to go in the third. Jacksonville State trails Western 31-22. It's a 9-point lead for Western Kentucky here with 4:30 to go in the third quarter at Pete Matthews Coliseum. 2 free throws coming up for Alexis Meade as she was fouled before the media timeout. It's the second foul on Asia Barkley, who is not out there at the moment. The free throw is good for Meade to again make it a 10-point game. The junior guard hits both of them, and it ties the largest lead of the matchup at 11. Elsie Harris receives the inbounds pass for Jacksonville State. The redshirt junior goes to the right side to Johnson. Ahead past the timeline is Rachel. Left wing, this is Elsie. Top of the key, back to Johnson. A screen from Barnes. Johnson with a floater. Off the rim and then goes in. Took the right angle off the glass, and Jacksonville State again cuts it to a 9-point game. We saw the tit-for-tat nature throughout the first half. Just didn't see it early in this third quarter. Can Jacksonville State get back on the horse a bit? Odette Betancourt hands it off to Faustino, right side. She throws it off a Gamecock, picks it back up. Over to an open Destiny Salary, who drives inside. Layup, good off the backboard. Destiny Salary heating up. She's got 12 and 4. 35-24, an 11-point game again. Elsie Harris goes all the way, has it rejected out of bounds. Betancourt wasn't having that right around the basket.
That's the second team foul. Stepping to the line for Jack State.
Caitlin Staley, the tall freshman, back in for Western Kentucky as we take another look at that block shot by Betancourt. Even more impressive from that shot at the baseline. 2 free throws for Elsie. First one is off to the right, so they called it a foul, not a block, but a shooting foul instead. Elsie missed the first one. She's got no points in this game. She hits the second one. Elsie now 17 of 23 on the year at the line. And it's 35-25, a 10-point game here in Jacksonville. Meade goes around left end, stops, passes back out to Faustino. The only consistent play that has worked has been, hey, get it to number 1 if you're Western Kentucky. Ball on the floor, Faustino recovers, passes outside to Salary. She's got it top of the key. Step back, long 2, in and out. Rebounded by Staley. Back outside, corner 3, Faustino. Swishes that time. 37-25. They roll that. Yeah, I thought it was a 3. It says 38-25 on live stats. Johnson takes it in, and a foul called as she put up a shot.
That is number 3, and that's just lead on the Lady Toppers. That is her first.
They have fixed live stats. It went in as a 2-point shot, not a 3. It was a long 2 for Faustino, so it's 37-25, biggest lead regardless for Western. And Rachel Johnson misses the first one, in and out. Rachel actually attempted her first free throws as a Gamecock on Wednesday, was 1 for 4 at the line. And she gets the second one this time around. 37-26. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Meade, high pass outside, caught by Salary. Layup again, no good. Rachel Johnson with the board. Down the floor to Shaquise May. 1-on-1, layup, good. First points of the day for Shaquise May, 37-28. And that gives some life into Pete Matthews Coliseum. Back to the Lady Toppers and Alexis Meade. They're looking to respond. 3-pointer, no chance. And no offensive board as Brianna Rhodes caught it. It popped around a little bit. Gamecocks down 9. Elsie Harris spins. She's trapped, gives it off to a cutting Rhodes. Layup's good. And timeout, no. That was the band. I thought that was a whistle. 37-30 with 1:40 to go. Meade hands off on the wing to Faustino. Drives down low, passes back out, nobody's home. Meade saves it, but throws it right to Elsie Harris. She breaks away, the layup goes in. The Pete is jumping as Jack State turns it around. A 6-0 run for the Gamecocks, capped off by the steal and score for Elsie Harris. 37-32. A 7-0 run, rather, not 6-0, 7-0. And we take a timeout with them. 1:28 to go in the third, a 5-point game. Western Kentucky led 37-25 not that long ago, but a 7-0 run for Jacksonville State has it again, a 2-possession difference, 37-32. Meade fakes a three, pass was deflected, goes to Staley. They pass back outside, this is Salary, layup no good, rebounded by Rachel Johnson. Gamecocks take back over, Johnson ahead to Maya Barnes. Thought of a three, she'll drive inside instead, and she's fouled. Foul called on Caitlin Staley. 4th team foul, her 2nd personal. The freshman came down and hit the shoulder of Maya Barnes as she went to block the shot, sent Barnes down to the floor, and she's actually still holding on to her elbow as she heads to the free throw line. Maya with no points in this game, 1 rebound. Has played 8 minutes off the bench. Impressive playmaker out of Carver High School in Montgomery. 3 of 4 at the line this season. She makes the first one. 37-33 your score. And this one to again make it a one possession game. Is good. 37-34, a 9-0 scoring run. Faustino stops on the left wing. She'll hand it off to Salary. Takes it to the free throw line, then retreats. To Betancourt, back to Salary. 3 from the screen, good. That's a perfect play. A quick screen that time from Odette Betancourt. Sprung Destiny Salary open, and it's 40-34. Almost a stale on this end. Rachel Johnson hangs on to it. Over to Maya Barnes, who nearly had it stripped. Now to Elsie Harris, to Johnson in the corner, a 3, no chance that time, it's well short. Rebounded by Salary, she's double teamed, throws it away to Josie Gilvin. Up the floor, Salary's still down, and Western is gonna call time. Destiny Salary is still laying on the floor. And we will step aside as she is tended to. 19 seconds left in the third, 40-34. We're back with you. A big round of applause as Destiny Salary makes her way to the Western Kentucky bench. She appeared to be holding on to her jaw. I'm hoping it's something simple, and obviously everybody hoping that she's going to be okay and can return to this game. She has played an outstanding matchup, 15 points, 7 made shots, 5 rebounds. But they'll be without her at least for the final 19 seconds of the third quarter. They lead 40-34, and it's Western ball with the shot clock off. Alexis Meade hangs on to it on the left wing. A screen set, she gets around it, drives inside, layup short, rebounded by Bree Rhodes. Off to Elsie Harris, down the floor, Maya Barnes, 1 second left, puts it up at the horn, it's good! Maya Barnes beats the horn with a layup. And it's a 4-point game as we head to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. We'll be back in just a minute here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. 40-36. The score in this game as we come back to play in the fourth quarter. It's Jacksonville State basketball at the Pete. Down by 4. Shaquise Mays got it on the right wing. Retreats, passes inside. Too hot of a pass, and Rhodes can't handle it. Stolen by Western Kentucky. Destiny Salary is not on the floor at the moment. She is still getting checked out by the trainer. Odette Betancourt, long two, good. There's a jumper from just beyond the elbow working against Brianna Rhodes. They're still kind of shoulder checking coming up the floor. 42-36. Down in the corner, this is May on the wing to Johnson, inside to Brianna, long two, got it. 42-38, Brianna Rhodes with another made shot. She's got 10 points now, first Gamecock into double figures. Alexis Mead is fouled. Elsie Harris tried to reach around and poke it out, punch it out, no chance, or no dice. Passing it in from the baseline, it goes in high to Betancourt, a handoff Faustino, cutting around, and a foul. And it looked like Elsie got all ball. They're going to get Maya Barnes instead. Elsie reached in, got all ball, and poked it away, but Maya at first got the foul. Some foul shots here for Teresa Faustino. And the first one is good, so no free chicken this time. 43-38, a 5-point game with 8:58 left.
Your attention, please. No artificial noisemakers. No artificial noisemakers during live play. Thank you.
Jacksonville State gets it after she makes both of them. Elsie Harris puts up a three from the wing. It's no good. And Western comes away with it. Rebounded by Mead. She'll jog it up the floor and stop on the right wing. Gets around a screen. In the paint, she has it, has to pass it away. She might have got poked in the eye. It goes to Aaliyah Pitts, the lanky guard going against Rhodes. Back outside to Mead, who's blinking profusely. She can't see. Still working against her. Step back jumper, got it. She can't see, but she can hit a shot. It's 46-38. Incredible. 8:09 and ticking in this ball game. Jacksonville State down by 8. Elsie stops at the key, gonna pass to the right side of Brianna Rhodes. Rhodes drives, lays it in.
Brianna Rhodes.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep feeding number 10 and Brianna Rhodes. Already a double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Mead jumper, good. Back and forth, and timeout taken by the Lady Toppers. We'll step aside with them. 7:41 left, 48-40, Western Kentucky on top. Kentucky. It's just a heady play by the freshman guard. Gilvin got a hand in there. Got a piece of the ball. And the Lady Toppers get the ball back up by 8 with 7:20 left. Alexis Mead, who's had a very good game, especially on offense. 13 points, 4 rebounds, has it on the left side. May guarding her. May falls down in defense. She'll pass it to Betancourt. And a foul on Brianna Rhodes as she went to defend the layup. Second on Bree, but that is already the third team foul on Jacksonville State here in the final stanza. No fouls in the fourth on WKU. 2 free throws for Betancourt, who's 2 for 2 so far at the line. She makes the first one, and no suspense on this trip for foul shots. Men's basketball just got underway a few minutes ago up in Bowling Green. We'll let you know how that game progresses. Second one in and out, and then back in for Betancourt. She gets both, and it's 50-40. Rachel Johnson down the sideline in front of the scorer's table to Samaya Steele. Pass is deflected out of bounds by Gilvin. Another heady play by the freshman in defense. Happening on that play, it was just back and forth craziness. And Petrie voicing his displeasure with the call. Western will take over up by 10, 6:20 left. Few calls could have went either way in this game. Betancourt, mid-range jumper, got it again. Going to work here in the fourth quarter. Betancourt's got 12. 3 Hilltoppers scoring in double figures, including Salary, who we have not seen in quite a bit. Samaya Steele fakes a 3, drives in, kicks it in the corner, 3 ball, too much on it. A lot of contact going for the rebound. Somehow Shaquise May wound up on the floor, but it goes to Western. Gilvin, opposite corner. This is Aaliyah Pitts who will drive, and she draws a shooting foul. 52-20, and now Western back to the free throw line with Aaliyah Pitts. She has no points in this game.
Going to the line for Western Kentucky, number 2, Aaliyah Pitts.
Pitts 77% at the charity stripe this season. We're looking for some chicken here. We got some on Wednesday thanks to Emma Hess of Liberty. And we may get it here. The first one rolls out. A free throw away from a free 6 count. We get chicken. Rebounded by Brianna Rhodes. Passes ahead to Ison. Crystal on the wing. Rachel Johnson drove inside, kicks it back out. Maddie McCoy now to Jazz Spencer. Back to Ison on the wing. A 3. Too much on it, but it's a pass to Rachel, who's fouled, grabbing the rebound.
That was on number 14, Western Kentucky. That's the first team foul.
We'll get it after. 5:28 left in this game. A foul on the floor against Western Kentucky. That was called. Couldn't tell who it was against. It doesn't say. Goes into Madison McCoy, now to Rachel Johnson. 5-on-4. Runner from Rachel is good off the glass. And timeout taken by Jack State, 52-42 with 5:23 left. Western Kentucky ball out of the timeout. They lead by 10 with 5.5 to go. And the floater is sunken once more. That's number 3, Alexis Mead, who's continued to impress in this game. 54-42, Western on top. Defender falls down. Jasmine Spencer drives it. Passes back out to McCoy, now to Rachel Johnson. In the corner, it's Crystal Eisen, who's had another quiet night. Eisen at the baseline. She is tripped. And they will get Destiny Salary, who's checked back in. It's good to see number 1 back in there for the Lady Toppers.
That's the second team foul.
Eisen got the inbounds, drove inside and lost it out of bounds. And with 4:45 to go, Western has the ball up by 12. They are in the bonus. There's still time, but it ain't looking pretty right now. Back to Alexis Mead, who has taken over this game. She'll drive outside Betancourt. Finally, she misses. Rebounded by Madison McCoy, and they put the pedal to the metal. Ahead to Rachel Johnson. Over to Eisen at the baseline, and she goes out of bounds. 4:22 to go, right back to WKU. And Rachel will check out. Again, Jacksonville State is back in action a week from today in Ruston, Louisiana, down in the Bayou State, taking on the Lady Texters of Louisiana Tech. That game next Saturday will tip off at 2 p.m. Central Time. And we'll have the call for you here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. The men in action right now, taking on Western on the men's side. Alexis Mead passes to an open teammate outside, and the 3 ball is up and in from Aaliyah Pitts. 57-42 now, Western on top 15. Under 4 to go. Jasmine Spencer hanging on to it. Going right to left. She'll drive, lay it up, and it rolls off the rim. It's been that kind of day for Jazz. 0 for 10 from the field. Alexis Mead, underhand toss to Destiny Salary, who missed some time earlier due to injury. She's standing on the left side, just in front of the Western Kentucky bench. And they are milking this clock as much as they can before they start a play. A screen from Betancourt. Salary drives right side, and a foul on Bree Rhodes. And now Salary jawing at Rhodes, so is Betancourt. The officials having to separate the players. Officials giving a warning to Destiny Salary. And Greg Collins comes out and trying to calm some things for the Lady Toppers as well. First free throw from Salary, in the air, and good. Salary with 16 points in this game. Got both of them. 59-42, a 17-point game. Jasmine Spencer brings it up this time for the Gamecocks. The JUCO transfer from Hillsborough Community College passes right side to Eisen. Crystal stops on the wing, and it's deflected and stolen. She tried to pass it away, and Aaliyah Pitts came away with it. Under 3 minutes left. Once again, Western Kentucky running this clock down. Pete Matthews Coliseum this week going to be the host of the Calhoun County basketball tournament, so we're getting ready for some games tonight. That'll be in action as Mead makes a layup and is slammed to the floor. A foul on Crystal Eisen. And timeout taken on the floor. 61-42, a 19-point lead for Western with 2:38 to go. 2:38 left in this game. Jacksonville State going to drop their first Conference USA matchup at home. Barring a miracle comeback at 61-42, Western Kentucky. Alexis Mead with the and one. Got it. Or, well, not the and one, the three-point play converted. 62-42, now the biggest lead of the matchup. A 16-2 run for Western Kentucky, including a 10-0 scoring run to stretch this lead out. Brooklyn McDaniel in the game. She's got it on the left wing. Walks it top of the key. Now to the right side goes Brooklyn. A pass to Jazz Spencer, who finally connects on one. 62-45 after that three by Spencer. Started 0 for 6 from long range. 2 minutes left in this game, and again, Mead's going to dribble down the clock. Western will improve to 12-6 on the year and a perfect 3-0 start in conference play. Salary down low, passes back out. Betancourt three, off the iron, rebounded by Madison McCoy. Races away from the defender, stripped at, she'll pass outside. Spencer, three ball, got it again. Back-to-back trays for Jazz, and timeout taken at 62-48. Could have used this earlier, but better late than never. We'll keep it with you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Western Kentucky is at home twice next week. They'll host New Mexico State on Thursday and then take on UTEP at home next Saturday afternoon. Their next road trip will be to Miami on the 25th of January. As for the Jacksonville State women, Gamecocks head to Ruston next week to take on Louisiana Tech next Saturday. No midweek game. And they will return home on the 24th to play Middle Tennessee. Then rounding out the month of January on the road at Liberty, January 27th, which is 2 weeks from today. 14-point game, 1:31 to go after a couple of threes by Jasmine Spencer. Alexis Mead's job is to hang on to the ball and dribble out as much clock as she can here. A high pass to the right side to the freshman Gilvin. Now back to Salary straight away. 12 on the shot clock. Pitts over to Salary. 5 on the shot clock. She'll drive against Spencer. Put up an awkward jumper, it's no good. Rebounded by Jazz, down the floor to Shaquise May, who's wide open. Layup, no good, but she is fouled. 57.8 to go, and the Gamecocks still fighting hard, trailing by 14.
Fouls on Western Kentucky's number 3, Alexis Mead. That's her second. That's the third team foul. Going to the line for Jack State, number 2, Shaquise May.
Well, you never want to lose, but I think if you're Jacksonville State, you're excited with what you saw in the first 3 periods. But again, it comes down to playing the full 40 minutes, the message that Petrie has been preaching all season. As the free throw is good from Shaquise May. She's got 3 points on the night. Everybody for Jacksonville State that entered in this game scored. That's also nice to see. Down by 13, under a minute. May makes another free throw at 62-50. Much better night at the line for Jacksonville State. They shot, I believe, around 50% on Wednesday. They are 9 of 12 today. Chatfield passes to Gilvin, now top of the key to Staley, getting some of the younger players some time along with Salary. And now to Pitts, everybody touching the ball this possession. Pitts down low to Staley, layup no good, but another foul. 38.9 left.
Jack State foul number 22, Maya Barnes, that's her 4th.
Western Kentucky 62, Jacksonville State 50. The other games in conference play today on the women's side, Liberty beat Louisiana Tech 66-59. FIU went on the road and thumped UTEP 83-62, and Middle Tennessee cruised by Sam Houston in Texas 87-55. First free throw was missed, as you can hear Jack's State Pep Band Hardcore starting the bad chant. And Staley misses both. We get more chicken. Rebounded by Brooklyn McDaniel. McDaniel takes it down the floor. She has it inside the arc, hands it off to Jasmine Spencer. Just put up a shot at this point. Over to McDaniel, drives in, layup rolls in, and it's 62-52. Gamecocks will press in defense now with 20 seconds left. And Spencer tried to foul Salary, couldn't foul her. And now they're just going to hold off with 12 seconds left. Now that'll do it. It'll be a 10-point loss tonight in Jacksonville as Western Kentucky picks up a 62-52 victory.
Final score, ladies and gentlemen, the Western Kentucky Lady Toppers 62, the Jack State Gamecocks 52.
A tough one tonight, a tough way to lose. But Jack State goes toe-to-toe with one of the best mid-majors in the nation for 3 quarters. Had a chance to beat them, just couldn't withstand them here in the 4th. And we've got head coach Rick Petrie making his walk over right now. Joined now by head coach Rick Petrie. Coach, 3 great quarters against Western, just couldn't get it done there in the 4th. What are your thoughts?
Well, their point guard just destroyed us in the 4th quarter. She just absolutely, there's nothing we could do. She's really, really good. And so then I waited too long. We actually, which is something, we don't do, we went to a zone just to try something different, and actually it was too late. But we actually made up 10 points. So that's something to factor in for later. But we were able to keep her in check really for 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, she's a great player. She just lifted herself up, and she just beat our behinds. Unfortunately for us, I have no idea where the offense is coming from on this team. I have absolutely no idea from one night to the next. We have absolutely no consistency in any way, shape, or form. And on the offensive end. And so, we had some good looks, and we came out with a starting group to start second half and had 4 good looks. Of course, none of them would go get a rebound in case of a miss. And so that's why we tried another group. And that group of 5 came in and got us right back in the game. But, it's very frustrating and aggravating when you just don't know where it's coming from. So, move on to the next one. That's all we can do.
Coach, big night for Brianna Rhodes, a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. What are your thoughts on how she played?
Bree's been good for us, and I say, we can count on her. The problem is she needs the ball to get to her, and listen, they were in a zone most of the time, and it was collapsing, so it was hard to get it to her. But when we did, she made more good plays than she didn't, obviously. But we need some perimeter people to give us some semblance of consistency offensively.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Thank you very much. And again, that was head coach Rick Petrie joining us here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Your final score, Jack State falls to Western Kentucky, 62-52. Brianna Rhodes, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Leading scorer and rebounder for Jack State in this one. Got 7 points and 7 rebounds for Rachel Johnson, 6 points apiece for Jazz Spencer and Brooklyn McDaniel. But not enough for the Gamecocks, as Western had 3 players with 12 points or more, 18 and 4 for Alexis Meade, 17 and 6 for Destiny Salary, and 12 and 5 for Odette Betancourt. And they come out on top 62-52 as the Lady Toppers stay perfect in Conference USA play. Gamecocks will get back in action a week from today in Ruston, Louisiana. They'll take on the Lady Texters of Louisiana Tech at 2 p.m. next Saturday. We hope to see you there. If you can't make it out, you can catch all the action here on the Gamecock Sports Network on YouTube Live. For everybody with Jacksonville State Athletics and everybody with Jacksonville State Women's Basketball, Logan Maddox signing off. Have a great rest of your weekend. Your final score, Western Kentucky 62, Jacksonville State 52.